Hello there, my name is Michael from Larne Guitar School and I'm here to help you become the guitar player you've always wanted to be. So maybe you're struggling at the moment to play your favourite songs. You may well be trying to teach yourself, and I can identify with this because when I first got a guitar I tried to learn from a chord book and the internet, and it's very hard going to teach yourself, especially when you don't know the right order to do things in, or what sources of information is good and what isn't so good. You might even be too embarrassed to let anyone else, even just in your own house, hear you're playing. You know, you might aspire to play some favourite songs, and even if it's just for your own enjoyment, you might not even be confident enough to let someone in earshot hear you're playing. I can identify with that. So in other areas in life, it's expected that you should consult an expert in your particular topic area, and it's no different. With guitar it should be the same. You should go to someone that does this for a living, is dedicated to his students, and has done this for a long time and got a good track record of results. So I help people like you every week with the common problems they would deal with on guitar, and I've taught hundreds of people over the years and dealt with it in so many different kinds of ways. The chances are whatever you're struggling with, I'll have a system to break it down for you and to try and help you overcome those problems. So problems such as remembering chord shapes. You know, being able to remember those relevant shapes and go between them with it just being as easy as I'm talking to you here and doing it. Wouldn't it be great to do that? Chord changing is the next biggest area in, you know, your early years of playing. It's real easy for me to show you how to do that. Now it takes a bit of time to practice, but learning the fundamentals to do this is not that difficult, so I can help you with that. Strumming patterns as well, knowing, you know, what strumming pattern do you use for a certain song? Are there rules for strumming patterns? How do you make it sound good? How do you just understand them? So it would be nice to play nice chords and strumming like that, and for it to sound really good to your ears and anyone else that's listening. Picking individual strings out is another common area, because if you're teaching yourself at home, chances are you've done lots of work this side, learning chord shapes and maybe trying to strum, but you might not have done things like this. So wouldn't it be nice to learn how to use the pick to be real accurate over here and play some real fancy nice sounding stuff? And if you've been playing for a while, you've probably come across things such as bar chords, a big problem area, and you really need to do things in a certain order to be able to play bar chords. If you've just started playing guitar, please don't try and play bar chords straight away. It's very difficult, so I can help you with things like that. So all kinds of things like that I just went through. These are very common, and I can really identify and sympathise with yourself if that's the kind of thing you're struggling with. So maybe you just want a fun activity to invest your time into each week. Maybe you had previous guitar lessons elsewhere and they weren't satisfactory to you. So here's what some of my students say about taking acoustic guitar lessons with me at Larne Guitar School.
Never been able to play the guitar. It's something that I've always wanted to do my whole life. My sister was a great guitarist. My sister passed away some years ago, so it gave me the incentive to get a guitar and try to learn. And it's been slow progress, but it's been absolutely fantastic. And it's absolutely therapeutic as well, because it helps me relieve tension and everything else, so through music and through learning. It's actually really slow starting off, but it's really good when you get to the point where you can actually hear yourself playing a tune and make that tune out. And it's even nicer when other people, like your family members, when you're sitting playing it, your family members can say, "Oh, I know that tune, is that such and such you're playing?" So it's it's encouraging. I definitely recommend Larne Guitar School at Magheramorne. As Magheramorne is very attentive, there's nothing too much trouble. Absolutely smashing teacher. Glad I made his acquaintance and glad that he's got me to where I am today, that I'll be able to play certain tunes. Well, I've got a bit to go, but I'm willing and I'll get there with Magheramorne's help.
I can play like a good handful of songs, which I'm really surprised at. That I've learned so many, you know, in like only 2 years. I've learned, I still can't believe it's been 2 years as well. And then I can learn like all those wee like, things from the book, like I know all them, I can play them. It's always good just to pull out your guitar and then just play something people are like, wow. Yeah, it's really fluid, and although like people always say it goes down fast when you enjoy it, and I really do enjoy playing the guitar. I send them to my guitar lessons because I've came so far in like 2 years, you know, like I'm pretty sure they could. You know, and I probably wasn't the best at it, like I hadn't picked up a guitar before I started coming here, so basically probably really good lessons. And then now I can play like loads of songs, loads of like everything, just make people go up.
I seen your flyer and thought I'd give it a go, and the night I came down to see you, I was impressed the way we spoke, and I decided there and then to give it a go. To be honest, the first few lessons I felt like packing it in. I didn't seem to be getting anywhere, and then you did say to me, give it at least 6 months. Try it for 6 months, and then one night driving home I realised that I understood what I was doing, or it made sense with what I played that night. It wasn't just noise, so I was quite pleased with that, and that's why I kept coming back. Go and see Michael, without a doubt. I have a friend who he's been trying to teach himself for the last 5 years, and I've said to him, go down and see Michael.
So if you want to play guitar, I want to teach it. So I want you to do one of two things for me now. You can call this number now to talk to me. That's 028 9521 9353. If you leave a message for me, I will get back to you on the same day or the next day. Or alternatively, you can follow this link. It'll take you to a contact form on my website, and there I just want you to tell me a bit about yourself and your goals. So speak to you soon.